conditions don't favour anyone.
We're just about to get it underway here, and to call it for you on 1FM, Greg Sharp.
Yes, round 15 underway. Grenfell got it down. It went to Martin, got dispossessed of the footy in the middle of the ground very quickly, but the umpire said we'll have a secondary ball up, and that will take place right at this very moment, Kyle Power.
1:59 start, Michael Van Dorset.
Yep, very good. Grenfell got it down this time. Falls a chance there for Sturgis. Got it to O'Keefe. He runs through the muddy patch. Gets tackled by Palprat. Got the hand pass away to Murphy. It went to Scopel. Scopel's hand pass to Cole was missed. It fell there as a chance. Lockett got the tackle on. Comes back to 8. Seymour can win it back. They do with a hurried right foot kick. And it goes towards the forward pocket. Looking for Ben Clifton, but it went out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Boundary throw-in to take place about 25, 30 metres around from the scoring zone for Seymour. They've started well, Kyle.
They have.
Not 1 minute on the clock yet. Umpire throws it in front. Marchbank taps it down there. Sturgis picks it up. Hand pass goes back to Scopel. His hurried right foot kick is marked by Palprat in the last line of defence. Left back pocket for the Saints. They're defending the river end. They go short. He finds O'Brien. 2 O'Briens playing. This is Thomas O'Brien for the Saints. He plays on now. Last line of defence. Hockley in front of him. Goes long. Actually kicks it back to the centre square. Wheeler's there, but coming through first of all there is Spinks for Benalla. Gets it. O'Keefe picks it up again in the mud pile. 2 out of 2 towards Clydesdale's going to win the free kick over the shoulder. Now, 45 out directly in front.
We talked about it pre-game. Matt O'Keefe, you were right, Greg Sharp, loves these conditions. You know what? No one wanted to dive on that dirty footy there, and he said, "Nah, stuff is all. I want this footy." Gets it forward. That's he's a real good player, Matty O'Keefe.
Playing midfield today too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll pick up Farron Priest. Wherever Priest goes, he'll probably go, I'd say. Colbert will stay back.
So the kick will need to travel about 40 metres. It's a heavy footy already. Distance not a problem. Accuracy not either. And the Lions open up their account. They'll draw first blood here at the showgrounds. 1 straight 6 with thanks to the Shepparton Marketplace. Ladies and gentlemen, please support our sponsors. The visitors over Benalla yet to score. We've played 2 minutes into the first term, Hollywood.
Yeah, we do. Clydesdale, good start for him and a good start for the Seymour Footy Club. Just real attack on the footy. Sydney picked it up before the game. They're on today.
He's a confidence player too. And it's for confidence players, nothing better than winning a free kick and kicking a goal, especially if you're up forward. And Nick Clydesdale did that. Actually, been kicking a few goals lately. I think he's been averaging about 2 a game. So he's got 1 at the 1.5 minute mark first term. And umpire puts the ball back up in the middle. Grenfell got the best of it. Went to Martinello though. He's hurried right foot kick, goes towards centre half forward. Chance for Al Jacker to pick this up out wide, but Martin goes in. Actually, he's got to win the free kick. Martin held on to by Matt O'Keefe. They've allowed it to play on. No, they haven't. He's got to bring Al Jacker back. And I tell you what, it might have been it's James Martin that's got to get the free kick, right foot kick on goal. I tell you what, if it makes a distance, it's certainly accurate enough. Grenfell, as he's done all year, gets back in the last line of defence, goes to Colbert by hand, gets Meredith. He's at right half back, well, not quite, probably defensive. He'll kick it just to attacking side. He finds Jack Murphy. He marks at right half back, netball side of the ground.
So Jack Murphy's been one of the big improvers of season 2016. Brent Colbert got his body right as well and starting to get some consistencies in his football. This fellow, Braden Grenfell, he's a bit further out of the territory that he's been used to being seen lately, and Jason Cole makes a rare mistake there. Cut off in a really dangerous position. Sam Martin kicks it up the full forward to his brother, puts his head over the football there. Nobody can quite get clean purchase on it. Over the top of it, surprise, surprise, Matty O'Keefe tied up in a Nick Warnock tackle. Benalla 25 metres out from goal directly in front will get a ball up.
Bit tentative both sides to get a little bit of dirt on them, Jace. Get in amongst it.
Kick. Hold on, there'll be a free kick here to Warnock. Grenfell hanging on to him in the ruck. Directly in front. Actually, he had a good hold of him too. You can see it clearly from here, right in front of the umpire. So this is going to be their chance to level the scores here. 2 minutes gone, first term.
32 for the year. Nicky Warnock, outstanding in the interleague game, boys. He nearly won the game for the Golden Valley, but once on, Nicky Warnock, very hard to stop.
Geez, that was a silly free kick, really, for Grenfell to give away at that stage, even though Warnock was good because he got into the front, and made him put some hand out. He does. He shoots on goal, and he brings up their first goal. So the scores are locked. 1 goal apiece, 1 straight 6 apiece. Benalla and Seymour here at the showgrounds. 3 minutes, first term.
set shot opportunities are going to be so hard to generate today, Kyle Power.
Yeah, they are. The footy's going to get very heavy, and I would think they'd change it up at the end of each quarter. We'll soon find out. But, yeah, he's a star. Nick Warnock, goal number 33 for the year. Not a bad return. Lots of goals last year. And a real confidence player. So Colbert's got his work cut out down there today.
His Grenfell started well in the ruck too, and around the ground too. He's been getting back, so ball back up in the middle here.
So a goal to Clydesdale and then a leveller back from Warnock. The scores are level. A free kick in the middle of the ground to James Martinello, who got the reward for sticking his head over it. James Martin now with the footy. He sends a bullet in forward, and that's how you want the ball delivered on a day like today. Laces out on the breast right to Nick Warnock. He'll have another shot on goal, and he's one of the best set shot kicks in the competition once he gets a little bit of confidence about him. Have a look how he kicks through the footy here, ladies and gentlemen. He'll launch from about 35 out and perhaps just hooking it that little bit and going through for a minor score, but still really, really good-looking drop punt.
Yeah, goalpost height, which is good. It's always good for a key forward if you can kick that height. Means you've got a long kick on you.
Sturgis to get us back underway. He goes short. Had to drop to his knees. Meredith caught it though. Gives it back to Sturgis. He runs out of half back. Kicks it to the defensive 50. And he finds Jason Cole, who marks on the netball court side of the ground here at the showgrounds. We're on the highway side. To centre wing he goes. Marchbank in front. Grenfell spoils it. Brings it to ground level. Now it's a chance for Spencer. Got a hand pass out. They can work it through Spinks. His hand pass hits the deck and finds Webster at half back for the Saints. Actually, his kick misses the target. Jordan Hockley steps in and catches it. Sturgis in the middle. That's what I told you where he gets it. Meredith between centre and centre half forward marks.
Yeah, well, we call him the architect, and he's putting something together there. The kick now, a dangerous one down forward. Underneath the footy there, opportunity off the deck for O'Brien. Rushes through for a minor. So Seymour, they even up the ledger here, or dangerous inside there. Webster came over to support. Got the handball now. Over to James Martinello. There was a whistle, but don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. Through the effects might there, because it came from the netball court. Spinks now, who's had a bit of the footy early for Benalla. Put it up in front of O'Keefe, or in front of Warnock, the intended target, but O'Keefe came over with the big spoil. And that was exceptional work, Hollywood.
Yeah, it was. Just a smart reader of play, Matt O'Keefe. One-on-one, hard to beat.
Boundary umpire to throw it back in. The young lass has got to come in a fair way to miss that wet patch. Throws it in front of the scoreboard. Netball club side of the ground. McMahon does the ruck work, but Marchbank's too tall. Gets it down to ground. Now it's still in dispute. First one in, they dive on top of it. It's all about keeping your feet, but this is like a rugby maul that's going nowhere. This one, the umpire's got to come in and say, gentlemen, give it back to me. I'll put it up. It's on just on defensive side of centre for Seymour, and it's 1-1 apiece.
Well, when we're walking back from the other side of the ground, I predicted this to be a very, very tight contest that would be decided by under 10 points. What do you think about that, boys, so far?
Fair call.
Well, we'll be lucky to get 10 goals between them the whole day.
Yeah, it's going to be
hard.
Tough scrap.
Contest.
1-1.
You want a contest.
Exactly right.
You'll certainly get one of those. 1-1-7 apiece. Third position on the line here in the premier competition, the GoTAFE Golden Valley Football League, this part of Victoria, as the mud just goes splash in the middle of the ground. Matty O'Keefe just wheeled it forward. Webster was good enough to cut it off there, but his handball missed the mark. Now Scopel around the corner. Webster back cleverly, taking the mark, and will release for the Saints out wide, kicking it to Nick Spencer.
Spencer had missed the target. Meredith at the back for Seymour. Gives it to Clifton. Clifton over the back. He goes to Sturgis goes forward. They're inside 50. Up to the top. The defenders get it out. He hits it to Will Martello. He's got to kick it outside 50. Palprat does use his body well on Clifton. Well done, young man. And he takes the mark at a left half back. Down the line he goes, looking for Martin. Actually, there's Dylan Scopel. Got the fist in on the move. Actually, nearly a one-handed hand pass, but Martin got it. Goes a hurried left foot kick. Goes to right, a left half forward. Ball hits the ground. Now it's chance here for Brent Cole, but he wins it. He's got LeSurf inside him. Goes with a long hand pass. Picks it up off his bootlaces. Billy Cox. Murphy's out wide, highway side of the ground. Martinello to negotiate. Gets around him. Now he can steady up. Beautiful pass to Clydesdale hit him smack bang on the chest, middle of the ground here at the showgrounds, 1-1 apiece.
Yeah, excellent work there by Seymour. It all started off with Brent Colbert there, working hard in the half-back flank. Now Meredith's got it to do. Oh, gee, there didn't look to be much more intention by my brother with a lot more hair, Chrissy Welsh. No relation whatsoever, just what some might say.
Hey, Jack Murphy movement, brilliant. Greg Sharp.
Yep.
He's one of their stars.
Boundary umpire to throw it back in. Don't worry about the young man. 2 years ago, I called him Jason Welsh, and he survived. Don't know how. Ball comes in, hits the deck. Xavier McMahon's there, wraps it up on the bottom of the pack. Centre wing,
Michael.
highway side.
Sorry, just for the listeners, explain Tom O'Brien's get up at the moment.
I've got to find him first.
Just in there trying to get to Clifton at the moment.
Yep, he blends
back
in,
to you, Michael.
just absolutely covered in mud. Two-tone, we'll call him. Oh, well done. Will Martinello puts his head over it, wins the hard footy. He went to go backward to try and gain a little bit forwards by hand, but too many numbers around it, tied up. Ball up 50 metres out, Hollywood.
Old school saying, Greg Sharp, the side that's the cleanest after the game don't deserve it. So.
Well, Tom O'Brien, he decided to try and tackle Matt O'Keefe in the middle. They both went for a slide. Sturgis, third man up, knocks it forward. Martin tried to do the same. Came down, talking about Thomas O'Brien. He took possession of the ball and he got wrapped up. He's inside his defensive 50. So it's attacking for Seymour, only by about 5 metres, about 45-degree angle from goal. Umpire puts the ball back up. Marchbank against your man. He's going to give the free kick away, so he should too. Xavier McMahon goes the same hairstylist as you, JW.
Yes, he does. Morrison medalist, absolute champion player, premiership player, Will Martinello. Kicks it, goes the percentage kick. On high up the line there, Harrison Wheeler just dives from 3 rows back and knocks it about 7 deep. Hollywood, golden fist.
Jason Cole sporting the hairdo. It's grown. Greg Sharp, great locks.
Yeah, it has. Boundary umpire throws it back in. Marchback works to the front, gets it down to Priest. Priest hurried left foot kick. Only goes about 15 metres forward, but Meredith maps it up, gives it to Hay by hand, gets it back again. They've been forced back about 40 metres. Now Scopel, well done, Al Jacko, but corralled him as well. Meredith's kick smothered by Nick Brazel, and it goes out of bounds on the right half forward for the Saints, highway side of the ground. Boundary umpire to throw it back in, still 1-1 apiece, and we've played about 12 minutes into the first term.
So, launches a Sharon in, ruck contest there, taken by O'Keefe. He slapped it back here. It's a hard ball to win. Marchbank got front position, just toe poked it. Jason Cole, surprise, in and under. Taken over the line. A bit of physical attention.
Well, they're going to target
as well.
They're going to target Cole. There's no doubt about that. He's their best player.
You can see that right now. He cops 3 knocks just on his way back from the boundary as the boundary umpire launches it back in there. Smart little tap back from Marchbank, but no advantage there for either side. Paddy Robinson caught in a tough tackle.
And if they
pulls it up.
If they do that tactic, you've got to then be able to do it on one of their best players in a Sam Martin, Will Martinello. So you've got to be able to give it back as well.
There's a free kick off the footy here, boys.
Play on.
And this is one, I tell you what, this is one trouble I've seen with these 2 young brothers, right? I watched them 2 years ago in the under-18s, and I tell you what, they've got to watch it here too. Giving away free kicks, trying to be tough. Mate, you've got to play the football and win hard ball. That's what you've got to do. And this bloke here will lead them the right way too in James Martin. He'll set a good example for them, but they don't need to be running around concentrating on certain players. Benalla need to just play their own game and make Seymour accountable. But now it's Martin. He's going a big top. It's not a real good one. It's fell short. Cole's there actually coming through, brother. That's how you win the ball, young man. Do that all day, you'll be a champion. It comes out the back to Will Martinello. They're on defensive side of centre. Squares it across the ground to Welsh. Chris Welsh it is. Hand pass finds Farron Priest. He's got to scoot around these cricket pitches and put them into, inside 50. Got to go looking for Warnock. Can't mark it. Brings it to the ground, but first to get it back on the left foot. Shoots towards goal. Dylan Scopel there's got to rush it through. Well done, Nick Warnock, and well done, Dylan Scopel. Rush score, Benalla go to 1-2-8. They lead Seymour 1-1-7. And we've played 14 minutes first term.
Great work from Warnock to be able to gather the footy off the ground. Jason Welsh, because it's a sloppy ball, as we know, and he's a big man.
Yeah, it was almost Tom Hawkins like last night down at Skilled Stadium. That was a fair snag that he kicked there. Might have been first quarter. Up and about. The Cats, well done. Good win. Milestone game there. Won by Cole. Kicked up towards the half-forward flank, Jack Murphy, right on the hammer of his opponent there. Kicked it off the deck on the full James Marchbank. Turns it over. Jason Cole will be the recipient of the resulting free kick coming back the other way. Now the umpire
Meredith
is not paying 50 here. No, Meredith closest to the footy, so he'll get it. Now he switches it inboard there, Sturgis. That could be 50 metres. It was a late hit.
Not far
unnecessary. Sturgis chisels the kick. Half-forward flank, Murphy takes the mark.
Geez, he started well again.
He got some huge raps from his coach this morning when we spoke to Brent Colbert on the panel. Goes back to, so did this bloke here, and you talked him up as well as you have for off-air to myself, Dylan Scopel. Boy, oh boy, has he really, really improved. Just his ability to read the play and the smarts that have come with the size development of him as well. He looks really good as a key defender for you guys. Meredith kicked it into the man on the mark, picked it up, handballed it back in board towards Rory Scopel. He found a target and got switched quickly out towards Sturgis, who went up forward. Grenfell should snag it, he does! Great mark in these conditions. He's going to line up directly in front, 25 metres out. Has to be a fair set shot to kick the amount of goals that he has the last few weeks. Talk us through it,
just
Hollywood.
Before he goes, Kyle, see what he's doing there? James Marchbank has to make sure he gets in front of Grenfell. He's got this ability now that he's developed to guard the ball.
Well, he's missed it, and that would have been goal number 28. Now, 27 goals from a ruckman, Greg Sharp. That's a good return.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yep.
Now,
strong.
Yep. Bring it out the back pocket. Martin got to go forward. Spencer. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's Brazel. That's Nick Brazel, number 19. He's got to go out wide. He's got to find Martin out there. James Martin. He started well too. Plays on. Grenfell's got to get him. Oh, geez, how far all right. Hand pass went forward. All right, looking for Lockett. Lockett got it inside to Al Sharker. He's wrapped up. Umpire said he had no prior opportunity. He's about 15 metres into the attacking zone for attacking half for the Benalla Saints, and it's a ball up.
It's 8 points apiece, ladies and gentlemen. We played 17 minutes first term. Thanks to the Shepparton Marketplace. Quite a lot of stoppages, as you'd expect. A tough, hard contest here. 3v4 in the GOTAFE Golden Valley Football League. Potentially third place and, well, also potentially double chance on the line here today. There's a lot to play for, boys. And you can see it. Real physicality in there. Once again, Martinello working hard with Cole. What a great contest it's been so far between those two boys. Tough footy to control there for Nick Warnock. Eventually it spills over the line.
Brodie Webster, he's kicked 17 goals. I said it off the top that he's a forward. Now, he's playing deep on Brandon Grenfell. I reckon he's a real X-factor up forward. Strong hands. I like him up there.
Marchbank wins the tap in. The ball comes to ground. Comes out the back. He does it. Martinello goes to Martin. That's James Martin on the right foot. He puts it up forward. Ball comes off the pack. Chance for Palprat to run past. Couldn't pick it up. And Matt O'Keefe's there. He locks it up along with Al Jacker. And the umpire said we'll have a ball up.
With thanks to the GMCU boys, just a couple around the ground scores quickly. Euroa 24 leading United 13, Shepparton 13 leading Rochi 7, and Cloudburn 16 to Maribyrnong 2.
Echuca Tat while you're there.
Echuca 2-1-13 to Tatura 2-2-14, and Mansfield 2 straight over Shep Swans, 1 behind.
Ball up.
Haven't kicked another goal. Haven't kicked a goal for almost 4 quarters of football.
Unbelievable.
Well done down there. Priest, who won the footy, generated an opportunity. There's a whistle. The opportunity was sprayed across the face, so far so that it went out of bounds on the full. Now Sturgis with the footy. He runs it by hand out of his defensive 50. He'll go out wide there to McLean, who kicks it up. He was in the direction of Jordan Hockley, the intended target. He got some support too and help, and Seymour was somehow able to win the footy back here. They run it forward directly in front of the commentary position here at the Benalla Showground. Scores are level, 8 points apiece. 19 gone first term.
Boundary umpire to throw it back in. The young lass does. In Marchbank in front. Gets it down to Martinello. He gets a hand pass out under duress to his brother. He gets it on the right foot. Martinello goes towards just forward to centre wing. Couldn't take the mark. Was Palprat. Gets inside Jackson. Got the hand pass to Sturgis. Sturgis's hand pass. Hayes slipped over at the wrong time. Chance for Warnock to trap it. And he can't find it. But Priest can out the back. Got a hand pass to Pal Pratt at right half forward. Al Jack is
Yes.
clear. Is it going to sit for him? It rolls end over end. How unlucky can you be on a ground like this? It rolls end over end and goes out of bounds.
Well,
I tell you what, it was him and Daylight between who was chasing him, and it went out of bounds about a metre from the right behind post.
Alex Hay, very, very unlucky. Now, we know it's a wet ground, but you've just got to be able to somehow try and keep your feet, because that nearly resulted in an Al Jack a goal. Stiff on the bounce too, that end over end. We've seen it just stop. Yep. And it did in that case.
That's right. He keeps his feet, wins it, goes back the other way. It's an inside 50 for Seymour. So you're right on the money, Hollywood. Absolutely crucial if you're able to keep your feet. Big advantage, MVD.
With thanks to AJ's Motorcycles, boys. 7 inside 50s each and 1 mark inside 50 each.
So as even Steven as you can possibly get here. 8 points apiece. We've gone 20 minutes into the first term. Shepparton Marketplace, great sponsors. 1FM live and local. Thanks for listening also
through it.
on 99.3 Saints FM. Scopel was the offender here. Now the free kick will go the way
Lockhart,
of
is it?
Christopher Lockhart, correct?
Lockhart or Spinks?
That's Lockhart.
Is it?
Yep.
31.
Oh, yeah, no, Spinks is there with him. That's all. I didn't see. I was watching some bit further afield. A couple of interesting tussles, I might say, out the other side.
Moz on him,
Spinks.
J-Dub here.
Well,
Got
are
the
we?
Moz on.
happy
Oh,
to?
he should kick
I
this.
think he probably will.
Oh, there you go. There's it.
There's the Moz.
That's the Moz.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here from Lockhart.
Slide
Putting down
angle.
a B.
Set shot opportunities hard to get, particularly within this sort of range here. It's a heavy footy early. There's the Moz. It was a poor kick. It looked like he gave it absolutely everything.
And just made it.
Heavy.
Just sounded like a brick off his toe. Goodness gracious me. Didn't you used to love that in the old playing days, Sharpie?
Oh, yeah. Andrew Sturgis plays on him. Hand pass to Cole. Well chased Priest.
Jeez, they're hot.
Actually forced the hand pass, and he did. And the hand pass went out of bounds. Well done, Farron Priest. Great work. And that's what happens in this wet weather. You can't actually get your hand passes to flow as free as again. It gives you that opportunity. And I tell you what, he covered some ground then, Farron Priest, to put the pressure on, which has trapped the ball deep in the forward pocket here for Benalla. Ball comes back in from the boundary umpire out the back. Now here's a chance for him again. Now it comes out the back. Oh, good smother comes from Chris Jackson. Can he pick it up, get the hand pass? The umpire said throw. Geez, I tell you what, they're going to be like that all day. I'll tell you what, this is going to be hard to pick up. It went the way of Martin. It's Sam Martin that laid the tackle on after his kick was smothered. Umpire said to play on. He does now on the left foot. Chips it inside 50. LeSurf in front. Well done there by Thompson for Benalla. Goes back, wins it. O'Brien lays the tackle on for Seymour. And I don't think the ball's coming out. We're going to see a lot of that today. The umpire said we'll ball it up. 1-3-9 Benalla. They lead Seymour 1-2-8. 22 gone first term.
Probably not the best option to be trying to pinpoint passes, Greg Sharp, in this. Probably just pop it up, I reckon, from Martin there.
Kick out of bounds on the full out of the stoppage. I think it might have been James Martinello, the kicker.
I hope
Lockie
at
Thompson.
some stage of the game, Sydney can grab that footy and see how heavy it actually is, because it looks like a brick at the moment.
It certainly does, as Chris Jackson takes the mark almost at full back for Seymour. They've found it difficult the last 7 minutes or so to really get it out of their defensive half as the big punch comes from behind here. Sturgis picks up disposal number 11, or does he? He does, and it's ineffective. It goes out of bounds. Thanks to our great sponsors, AJ's leading disposal getter.
Yeah, Andrew Sturgis with 11. Brent Meredith has got 8 as well. For Benalla, you've got 6 to James Martinello and 5 to Will.
Boundary umpire throws it back in. Marchbank brings it to ground. O'Keefe goes and Cole go in after it. Can't take possession of the football. Martinello's there along with Martin. Chance there now for Spinks for Benalla. Can he pick it up? Clifton's there as well. It's just like a... well, not even a rolling ball at rugby. It's just like there's players standing there just waiting for the umpire to blow the whistle. He does. He balls it back up. Grenfell in front, got the tap down. Chance out of defence now to come to the full. Harrison Wheeler, his right foot kick is going to go out of bounds on the full, and it'll be a free kick back at centre wing for Benalla.
That's where you don't mind on a day like today, where the umpires might be a little bit tiggy touchwood with a few, but it keeps the play flowing on a day where it's really hard. Oh, good Shepherd came from Martinell. Jacker was there, but got the unfavourable bounce. Now Meredith, how good is he? He went to pick it up and then he was shepherded off the footy while he didn't have it. Waite was there in support. He handballed it back to Alex Hay, who wasn't able to control the ball. And just such a tough contest. So much pressure out there strength added with the toughness of the conditions, making it literally impossible for either side to get any sort of clean disposal.
Michael,
Yes.
Ben Clifton, please, AJ's.
Ben Clifton, 2 AJs.
Oh, come on, geez, I tell you what, how hard was that? Oh, he did take it out of the ruck. Sorry, umpire 100% correct there. Ball comes into centre half forward. Actually, ball hits the deck over the back. Chance for Warnock. Gets knocked off the ball. Was he in the back? He could have got one there. He wanted it all right and probably should have got it, really. Ball comes still in dispute. It's still alive. Comes out the back. Is it one of the Martin boys? No, it's not. It's number 23 and Lockie Thompson for Benalla. He kicks their second goal and they go to 2-3. That'll make them 15. They lead Seymour 1-8 and we've played 25 minutes into the first term. It feels like an eternity ago that those first two goals were kicked.
It just goes to show that the pressure that they're putting around the ball carrier, the Saints at the moment, it's really, really hurrying Seymour along, and they were able to get a really special goal, really classy goal there from Thompson from a stoppage. So that's where it's at the moment, J-Dub, the pressure that Benalla are creating all over them. Thanks to Williams, Adam, Sydney.
Look, Benalla on top around the bottom of the packs, boys. When it gets free, Seymour on top, but around the bottom, and that's where you need to win it today.
Goals like that, that's how most scores will be generated today. Just something out of nothing situations, and the ability to have the class to finish is just going to be worth its weight in gold, as it's a 7-point margin here. The Saints' way. We've gone 26 minutes the first quarter. Shepparton Marketplace. Greg Sharp.
Ball up. Just on attacking side of centre for Benalla. Marchbank against Grenfell. Intriguing battle. Marchbank with the best of it that time. We tell you what, that's what you got to do. Sit under him, cover. This bloke here, I tell you what, I've been watching this quarter. Palprat, that mark he took was a beauty then. But his ball handling skills as he goes forward. Geez, that's a good set of hands too. And that's young Spinks. Jack Spinks marks it half forward, puts it in more towards Warnock. Geez, well done. Well done, Dylan Scope. In front of us. Actually, Thompson he was in front of, but he took a very timely mark. Last line of defence. Quarter time, 2-3-15 Benalla. They lead Seymour 1-8. The quarter went 26 and a half minutes.
Now opportunity.